Taste of Dragons Gaming Podcast. We eat sandwiches and play games. Taste of Dragons Gaming Podcast. A podcast for everyone's taste.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Taste of Dragons, the Toddcast, the video game podcast that all you people leaving on a jet plane listen to. And this week, Lewis gets sunburned in solar ash. The news is getting cyberpunked. And finally, his cell is back with another volume of Now That's What I Call Video Games. And as always, my name is Brian.
My name is Troy.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Lewis.
I'm Hassel.
And I'm Joe.
Hey, we have the gang back together.
The full house. Everyone.
Yeah.
We're like a straight,
Look at
but
all
like
of us.
for poker. Other card references.
There you go.
Like bridge.
Yeah.
Bridge.
Texas.
Or what's
Hold
the
on.
one with the tokens?
Goldfish.
Tokens?
Or is it
Yeah.
goldfish?
You have like little
What?
tiles. It's like bridge, but with tiles.
What?
We have it.
Dominoes?
Are we just naming
No.
fish, or is my internet just
Mahjong?
cutting
I
in
don't
and out?
Rummy Cube.
Roman Q?
Rummy Cube.
Rummy Q. I think I said Roman
Trout.
Q.
Like,
I'm
Wasn't
not-
it called gin rummy?
Yeah, gin.
Oh, there you go.
Gin
Yeah.
rummy is when it's with cards,
It's
but
just
rummy
cards.
cube when it's with tiles.
Yeah, it's just the tiles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very interesting.
It's
Didn't know.
quickly rising up the ranks to be my top game for 2022.
Oh, man.
It's a good game.
Goodness. That's a big statement, Hassel. That's a really
Yeah.
big statement. I mean, I hope
mean,
you're not
we're-
saying it lightly.
We're in February. This is the game month. And you were saying that?
Listen,
Wow.
Take that Horizon Zero Dawn.
Take that
Take
Horizon.
that
West.
Elden Ring.
And you know what? Next month, Gran Turismo, take that.
Yeah. You ain't no Rummy Cube
Got
on
nothing.
my iPhone.
Oh, that's a great review for any video game.
You ain't
Horizon
know.
Zero Dawn. It ain't no Rummy Cube.
This is the last week we're going to have Lewis, though, for quite a while. You're going back up to New York,
I
right?
am. If you can't tell, I'm not happy. But yeah, I'm going back, yeah.
Gotta get that schooling, man.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You're going to be getting your degree, though.
Yeah, I'm going to get that degree. Hopefully it gets me money. I don't know.
I mean, that's the...
That's the dream. That's the dream.
That's the
It's
idea.
gonna make you the most educated person on this podcast.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
One
I don't know about
taekwondo.
that.
Pretty sure
Technically.
that's a fact.
Yep. Yeah. On a resume, that's 100% the truth.
There is a reason why we're all together playing this podcast.
Only you and Hassel are making attempts to improve yourselves.
The rest of us are happy
We are coasting.
where we're at.
You're not wrong. Really.
No. But I do have a question for all of you. So the question this week is, if you could form a video game multiverse, what game and or characters would you like to see mashed together and interact with one another? And this is cross-platform. This is cross-everything. Who would you like to see together?
I would like a Smash Brothers-esque game,
Okay.
much like Battle Stadium DON. I want all of the shonen like jump characters.
Okay.
But I want like the shonen jump, like I also want like the romance characters in. I want all of them to be in a more Smash style, not Battle Stadium DON, not like Jump Force.
Okay.
I want Smash Brothers, but just shonen everyone. I want Rock Lee to win all the things. That's the universe I want my games to live in. I want all the shonen characters.
You just want Rock Lee to win against everyone. Is what you're
Maybe
saying.
that's what I want more than
Okay.
anything else.
You know,
That's
that's
possible.
fine.
I can admit to that, yeah. It's a flawed universe, but it's beautiful.
But who would win if it was Rock Lee versus Kirby Rock Lee?
Oh my gosh, I can't even.
Right?
Kirby. I think Kirby would win because he would eat Rock Lee, and then there's only Kirby standing because he would eat him.
Could you imagine Kirby Rock Lee dropping the weights?
Oh, I can. I just got very
pretty
happy.
great.
It was good. It was good.
All right. I want God of War, Kratos, to go on an adventure with Jigglypuff.
There it is.
Yes.
Yep.
That's the adventure that the world needs.
Of course.
And he's just the entire time just being like, Puff. And then and they're just like,
I was about to ask you, what was the one syllable? Is it Puff? Is it Jiggly? What does he call him?
Puff.
I have questions. Like, did Kratos wake
I
up
hope so.
on his bed on his 10th birthday?
Oh, is this kid Kratos?
Little Kratos.
And then he had to go to like
Jr.?
Professor Oak, and Professor Oak was like, "Well, everything's gone, so here's this Jigglypuff."
Oh my God, 10-year-old Kratos would be so much angst in the Pokemon universe.
You
He's
woke
still
up late.
bald.
Yeah.
He's still
Yeah,
bald.
still
He was always
got
bald.
that red tattoo down his face.
Still has
really
a beard.
jacked.
He's still super jacked.
You woke up late. All the other gods of war were already here, and they got their own companions. So you're just gonna have to take the last one that's left.
And he actually doesn't have a beard. It just his chin is in the shape of his beard, which is why he always has the beard, to cover up the weird shape of his chin. He was traumatized as a child.
But
10 years old.
The moment though that like everything comes together is Kratos is definitely a very violent person and is kind of like loses it and whatever takes out his aggression on someone. Maybe he's a schoolyard bully at 10. And then he like looks over at Jigglypuff to be like, oh, like that's the thing that's going to rein him in. But instead, Jigglypuff has done something like way worse. Like blood everywhere, just big smile on their face. And then he looks over at Puff and just smiles. And then like, they're all going to have a good time.
I love it. I love it.
Sorry, Lewis, a little dark. You're going away. I was doing it for you, man.
I mean, the universe I'd want to see is Pokemon and Monster Hunter, just because they would hunt the crap out of those Pokemon. They would be wearing Pokemon skin.
You know what?
Charizard armor,
I would rock a Squirtle helmet.
Bulbasaur.
Oh, I couldn't even say that right. No. Oh, man. I said Squirtle helmet as a joke, and then I visualized it. That's the saddest thing.
That literally means
Does it have
you
sunglasses?
skinned
Yeah,
the
when there's
Squirtle.
sunglasses, it's cool.
It's just the
I don't
sunglasses.
like that.
You skinned the Squirtle.
The
is what you're
Squirtle,
saying.
the Squirtle armor is just the shell.
The shell. You
That's
just
all it
You
is.
realize
no.
that if you're wearing Squirtle armor, you're basically a Ninja Turtle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh, maybe I'm back on board now.
Maybe-
No. There's a hard stance. I can only hunt like the final evolution version. I can't.
Oh,
like,
yeah, the
a
cute ones are
Blastoise.
hard.
I'll wear a Blastoise armor with some
Okay.
cannons and
Some
stuff.
cannons, yeah.
I can't walk around with
Yeah,
the
but
Squirtle shell.
the beginner stuff is their first levels. That's the ones you have to hunt first before you get to the.
No, you hunt the non-evolution ones
Okay,
first.
all right.
And then you progress. That's what happens.
I cannot even imagine playing this game because I couldn't hurt the
No.
monsters in Monster Hunter already, and they were kind of like brutal looking.
vicious.
And now I'm thinking like, oh, there's a family of the little ice cream guy, and he's like just floating along, having a good time. Do I have to murder that thing
You
and
do.
wear it? I don't.
No, you murder them to eat them.
Oh.
What
The
if
ice
that's the
cream
draw of the game, though? Is that they're very cute, but then like you're like hyper realistic and very violent, but they're like everything around you. It's like they dropped Kratos from God of War into like Kirby's Dream Land, and it's just like him being like, "Mrrr."
That's a good smash
Stop,
up
stop,
too.
stop, stop.
Kirby and Kratos.
Yeah. That's like you being in Joe's world. Yeah.
It's like,
It's beautiful.
That's amazing. That's a great mashup there, Lewis.
good mash.
I think for me, I would want to take, and this is going to be very surprising, I want to take Dragon Age Inquisition because anything that I'm going to choose is going to have that as a foundation. But then I also want to take Harvest Moon and then mix those together. But I'm going to have a threefer. I'm going to take a home improvement. So it's like you go
Right.
out on adventures, but when you come back, it's like I want to like very specifically fix that hole in the wall. But like in Dragon Age Inquisition, it's like, hey, while you were done, we fixed it. And I was like, no. I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy to lay each brick and then set the mortar down and lay another brick.
You just
and
want
then
to play
I would
like
go
a
out
fixer
and, like,
simulator. Like,
oh, and then I
have
want to go
those.
out and plant my garden. I want to be the guy who's at home while the guy's going out adventuring.
right.
Or both. Like you're just that good.
Yeah.
I'm out slaying the dragons and fixing the leaky pipe under the sink.
Hey, the plumbing's bad. It's fine. As soon as I kill the necromancer that's over in Shadowrun, then I'll come right back. I'll fix that pipe. You get me some new washers while I'm gone, and we'll get that sorted.
That's great. I would actually love to see Solid Snake
Ooh.
Okay.
with Master Chief because both of
Okay.
their stories don't make any sense. So I would love to see both of those stories mashed up somehow. You get Kojima on it. He'll think of something even weirder.
I like
Yeah.
that. I feel like you could also add Destiny to that. I feel like they
Oh,
could all
man,
exist in
yeah.
the same universe.
Oh, easily.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
Easily.
like Master Chief with a cape now.
And then you have Norman Reedus building whatever they want.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, you want to get there? I got you. Just give me like 10 minutes.
They're just out trying to convolute each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is already giving me a headache.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out. I'm already trying to figure out how to play it for a year.
And And I already feel like they're already doing that. I feel like
Microsoft?
I feel like Halo looked at Metal Gear and was like, "Oh, we can make it a little more confusing." And then Kojima's like, "Oh, nicely done, Halo 1. Let me come over here. Let me give you some Peace Walker."
Halo only gets the Kojima if whatever they say eventually comes true, because that's the real scary part
That's
about
true.
Kojima.
That is-
Like,
yeah.
Eventually, he's always right.
Gosh, the
very
one you
true.
just played was about a virus that breaks out.
See?
The Metal Gear V.
What if Kojima can see
Yeah.
into the future, but no one ever believes him, and this is just his way of telling the world what's about to happen?
Yeah, he's like, I've been telling them all along. No one's listening, but I'm making great sales though.
However, Death Stranding's about building infrastructure. We're not doing that here. We're not building any highway. We're not doing anything.
No.
We're not
We
maintaining-
have to build the
Oh, that's
infrastructure.
right. You're right. Oh, you're right.
They're gonna make it a fun DIY project for everyone.
Yeah.
It's true, because technically he is working for the government, but he's not.
He's not.
Not really.
Right now, I've had a lot of time to think about this,
All right.
and I've been playing so much Pokemon, I can't get away from it.
Okay.
So I want an Overcooked Pokemon mashup
Okay.
Are
where
you?
you're cooking the Pokemon.
Oh,
There it is.
that was what I was
There
gonna
it
ask.
Oh.
This is DLC to Lewis's
There it
game.
is.
Oh
It's
my
DLC.
gosh.
Yeah, with Chef Cat.
Okay.
See, I
Yeah.
was thinking more along the lines of like the Flintstones, where you're using the different Pokemon as like the cooking instruments, like
that's even
Charizard.
worse.
I'm talking about like Charizard. Like you go up to a Charizard and you're like cooking your food over its fire.
Oh, okay,
Like,
okay. In a cooperative
yeah, like a
way.
cooperative
Yeah.
way.
Not
Yeah.
like you make
No,
them
not that
into
you were making them
tools.
into. Yeah, that was
I
my
was-
bad.
So
That was
You
my
went
bad.
to a dark place.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I
He,
did.
he did say the Flintstones. He's definitely both using that Brontosaurus to drive his car and eating Brontosaurus. I mean, we all know that, right?
Yes.
Because those ribs
Right.
in the beginning are definitely dinosaur
You're
meat.
not wrong.
Yeah,
I did
I'm
do
just
that.
saying, like some Brontosauruses are gonna, like drive your car, and then some of them are gonna be like the Wagyu Brontosaurus, who is just like laying out in the sun for like years and years, not doing anything.
I love
This
it.
is very The Giver.
The nice thing in Overcooked is that you're just cooking the food. You're not eating it.
Yeah. See?
So
No, you're not eating
I mean, who's really
You're-
at
you're
fault
leaving
there?
that-
You just have a job to do.
Yeah, you're leaving the job to someone else. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the market that's messed up, not you.
You're also not getting the materials or like the resources, right? So you don't know where it's coming from. You don't know if it's like responsibly
Best
sourced
you
or
don't
anything
know.
like
No.
that. Your job is just to cook it.
We know where it's coming from. It's coming from Lewis.
It's coming from
I mean, yes.
Monster Hunter.
Are we
Right.
doing a three-way mashup between your games now?
And you know what? Maybe that's why Jigglypuff and Kratos are so angry. They're trying to put a stop to this
To big-
horrible
to big monster meat.
Pokemon monster meat.
That's the name of the company, Big Monster Meat.
We're moving
Nope.
on.
Let's
Moving
get
on
out
now.
of here. Nope. Let's get out.
Well, thank you guys so much.
And
Love it.
segue.
When in doubt, segue out.
I will say I did when you first said that God of War and Jigglypuff, all I could think of was a scenario where Kratos is cornered, right? And the guy comes out, he's like, "I got you right where I want you, Kratos." And Kratos goes, "You know what? The jig is up." And then he looks above him, and Jigglypuff comes down and murders him. That's all I could think.
The jig is up or the jig is puff.
Oh, either way, I'm down.
What if we give Kratos all of these one-liners? Like, what if at some point he says "puff, puff, pass"?
Puff, puff, pass.
For some reason, I imagine him in a leather jacket now with aviators.
And he's like, "I'm getting jiggy with it."
But
That's
he's
how you
still
know
10 years old.
That's how you know the franchise has gone too far. They
Yes.
sold out at
They
that
sold
point.
out, yeah.
And you're
Yep.
like, man, I remember when this used to be a good revenge story. Now they're all commercial and bubblegum. Ugh.
Jigglypuff would definitely be an awesome mascot for Bubblegum.
Oh,
Yes.
perfect.
I'm
Oh,
surprised
yeah.
it hasn't been done.
Or for insomnia medication.
That too.
You know
Boom.
what? I hate to bring it all the way around, but Jigglypuff would make great gum.
Would-
Okay. I thought we segued out of this.
All right, so
Damn
moving
it.
But thank you guys for answering that question. I just thought of it earlier today. I was like, that would be I want to see what you guys would mash up. So now let's move on to our first segment, which is Lewis. What are you playing this week?
Yeah. So this week I got the chance to play and beat a kind of pretty amazing game from the developers over at Heart Machine.
Ooh, I like them.
Oh, yeah. Whose previous game was Hyperlight Drifter. Their new game was Solar Ash. And Solar Ash is a game that is set amidst a surreal dreamscape filled with long abandoned ruins of like civilizations from the past, and you play as this character named Ray, who is a void runner determined to stop at nothing to save her planet from falling prey to the ultra void's path of eternal hunger.
Wow, then. Wait. Hold, that's a lot. Hold on.
I know. There's a lot there.
there.
There's a lot there.
But what I love is that their name is Ray.
I agree.
And this is Solar, like
Both of
Solar
us.
Ash. Okay. I like what we're doing there.
As soon as we heard Ray Bolt's we're like, we're going to the mic. Nice ray of light over there.
And the game, when I played it, Troy, you were
what game is it? Like, what is it?
It's called Solar Ash.
Yeah.
I literally said that.
Troy, you said that earlier, man. Come on, follow.
Are you
Follow along, guy.
Attention?
Trey meant what kind of game is that?
There it is. It's a platformer. Okay.
Thank you.
It's a semi-open world platformer.
Okay.
And the game, when I played it, I thought of you, Troy, because it
Really?
explores themes of trauma.
Okay.
And moving on from dramatic and devastating life events.
That sounds heavy. I'm into that.
It's super heavy, and literally like the last few lines of the game, I was like, and there's the lesson. Wow.
and there's the
You
lesson.
literally said the lesson of the entire game in one sentence.
Nice.
The game it's set, so an ultra void is their name for essentially a massive black hole, and void runners are explorers that are sent into black holes.
Okay.
With their what they call void tech.
They're like black hole spelunkers.
Pretty much. And they have this technology called void tech that lets them exist inside a black hole, because in reality we don't know what is actually in a black hole.
Nope.
So for all we know, there could be a multiverse, or there could be another side. But we think
Could be a Twinkie.
Could be a Twinkie. Could be
I was
literally
gonna say
a person
cotton
eating a Twinkie.
Cotton candy?
candy, I
All right,
like it.
cool. You can see where Amanda and I are both at.
Yeah. So could you call those people hyper light drifters?
Funny that you say that, because this game is set in the same universe.
Yeah.
Mind you, the stories don't connect in any way, but
That's
the
fine.
developers
Still.
said that the games exist in the same universe.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I was wondering if I should play the first game first.
I mean,
and
no, you
think
don't
I
have
should.
to.
Oh, I
You-
should.
no, you don't
I
have
should
to.
now.
You don't
Yeah, but
have
I
to.
should.
I mean,
You
the first
really
one's
don't
good.
have
So
to.
it's
It's really
good.
The first
So I
game is
should.
really good.
Yeah.
And this game actually, because the first game didn't have voice actors or anything like that, but this game has a full cast of voice actors.
Nice.
Whenever like you talk to someone and you think it's going to just be like text that you have to read, there is text, but there's also full-fledged voice actors saying every single line on the screen that you're reading, and it's
Fantastic.
amazing. So the void runners go in and they explore black holes to get like artifacts and things like that, and now they're going into this ultra void to save their planet, which is
Oh, there we are.
slowly being pulled into the black hole.
So they're trying to find a way to stop the black hole?
Yes.
Or to reverse it?
To stop it from
close
sucking in
it.
their planet, to close it.
Oh, I think I
essentially.
know how this ends.
Yeah. Actually, I
Maybe.
mean,
Maybe not. We'll talk
but
after.
In the game, almost exists like on a loop. Like you traverse the ultra void on what seem to be like gravity like skates, where like you can literally like skate on like these blue like clouds, and like you're just gliding through the entire landscape constantly.
Lewis, you sound like what I imagine Neil deGrasse Titan. deGrasse.
Neil deGrasse.
Yes, Ty-
Yeah, with Neil Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
You sound like what he would sound like if he started tripping on LSD and was like, okay, I think
I can
figured-
imagine he has.
I think I figured this out.
It felt pretty trippy, because like as you're in there, and you'll love, I think all of you will love this actually, you find people from the past civilization that were dragged in already that have been stuck there, and you don't know how long they've been stuck there, because time is works different within a black hole.
It does.
Like vastly different. Like centuries and like millennia can pass by out here, and
Exactly.
not even like an hour can pass by in there.
Sorry, I'm saying this because when I was in middle school, I wrote a little story about going into a black hole, and I did the same thing. Just saying, it was like, and no, everyone was like, "Listen, guys, time works differently in a black hole," and they're like,
I'm
12. Stop.
I'm 12. That doesn't mean anything.
Sir,
I'm
this
just
is a
agreeing.
Wendy's.
You don't understand. It works in my fiction.
I'm just
See, in
agreeing with
chapter
everything
4.
you're saying because I just watched Interstellar, so I'm like,
There you
yeah,
go.
I know how
Yes.
I know how time works.
Matthew
Space.
McConaughey agrees.
It's funny. I
Yeah.
played this game at a time when I was writing a proposal for a commission called the Sloan Commission, which is you have to write a play that has to do with something with hard science. And my proposal was
Yeah.
about black holes.
Ooh.
So I did a lot of black hole study, read like 5 books on it.
Damn,
watched,
Lewis.
like a few documentaries on black holes, and then this
my
game
gosh.
came out, and I got it. I'm like, oh my god, it's about black holes. What are the odds?
You pre-gamed this.
I pre-gamed.
So how is the science?
How is the science?
Yeah, is
I
it doing
mean-
okay these days?
No, I meant how is the science
in the
of
game.
Oh.
It's all purely theoretical, but like in a more fantastical way.
Oh, it's not practical? Oh, I thought we were going to get
no,
some
you thought it was gonna
practical.
be real?
Some
Nah.
practical science over here.
Skating on clouds? Nah, I don't think so. But the cool thing that I think you'll all like, because you know how like in games like Last of Us and other games where you can pick up pieces of story by talking to people or picking up notes and things like that. Throughout this abandoned civilization, which there's like 5 parts, you can go in and you find people stuck in certain areas and they've lost their mind because they've been there for so long that they don't know what's real and what isn't real.
Right.
And then scattered throughout, you find like pages of journals, and there's actually one journal that you follow throughout the entire game, and it's by I forget his first name, but
Neil?
No, he always
Tyson?
he always signs
Steven, last name Hawken.
he always signs his like last name like Tender Paws or something. Because all the creatures in there almost look like some kind of animal.
Okay.
Yeah. And you're following this person's journal and how they're trying to escape and trying to make sure they can
Someone
make
that's
it
also
away.
stuck in this
void.
void.
And while you're there also trying to turn on a machine to destroy the Ultra Void, you're also there trying to find the other Void Runners that were sent in.
So it's also a rescue mission. On the top of a rescue mission.
Yeah, it works as both. Yeah, and I can't really give anything away, but the end is like trippy and a hell of a twist.
You're getting me
Nice.
excited about this game, man.
Like,
I'm also interested in the metaphor because I know that the guy who worked on this game has a heart condition and he usually plays like
there's a
the balance
huge
between-
metaphor with
yeah.
that in
What?
this.
He was a former Dragon of the Week. Do you
Yes, he
remember
was.
his name?
It was Alex Preston.
Yes.
He was a former Dragon of the Week, and he's one started Heart Machine, which because he has a heart condition, like you said.
Clever,
yeah.
clever.
Yeah, he usually
Man,
draws
that was
something
right
from
off
his
the
life.
that was right off the top of your head, Brian.
Whoa,
How did
man.
you do that?
Nailed it.
good.
I know every
That's
single
really
Dragon
good.
of the Week right off the top of my head.
I remember because I follow Alex on Twitter. Like while they were making this game, he had like a bad episode
Yeah, he
with his
did.
health condition, and he actually was indisposed for a long time. And just like with Hyper Life Drifter, these games are like kind of maybe not direct, but like manifestations of his journey in one way or the other, which just makes him so much more important and fascinating to me.
No, definitely. I mean, in the game, like, it tackles the idea of trauma and moving past trauma and coming to terms with it. And in such a big, and at first you don't realize that's what it is. I mean, you kind of realize it because every person that you meet that is stuck there, they're dealing with something terrible that happened to someone they love. And they're trying to look for someone, and like, you can track their story until you find out, and then you're like, I don't know how to tell them that the person that they're looking for is no longer around. But then with the main character, there's an even bigger plot point that is about the character coming to terms with certain trauma.
Right.
And
I'm into this.
and it's a twist that you don't find out until like almost towards the end that is hinted at throughout, and then when you find out, it's like, oh my nuts.
Can you? Because I'm trying to visualize this. Is there any way you could describe like what this game looks like? Is it pixelated?
It's not pixelated. It is 3D modeling, but it is almost.
It looks like Wind Waker.
I was gonna say almost
So
like
cell shaded.
Yeah, it is cell shaded. It is cell shaded,
Cartoony
but I
with
think
an edge.
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely a little bit. It's not as cartoony.
Correct. Yeah, there's a
Like
lot.
Appleseed.
It's got like a limited color palette, and not like the way you're thinking, where it's like, oh, just like a pop of color. Like it looks like they do purples and oranges, and then like that's like everywhere. I'm like looking at it right now.
Yeah,
It's actually really beautiful.
It's like they took a sunset, and then all of the game is set in that sunset.
Because it's set.
Did you write copy for this game?
which is actually kind of cool, because what a black hole does, it sucks up light.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks up and it bends light around it.
So many levels. Now you're talking about going around and like meeting with people and then telling them about their loved ones. Are you just like running around like a neighborhood?
No. So another big part of this game is which I actually love doing this. I didn't realize it until I played Shadow of the Colossus, which is the main things that you fight in this game are these literally giant colossal monsters. Which the colossal monsters also represent something. Just so you know, they're also a metaphor. And you don't find out till the end of the game. And so you go around trying to secure certain things, like trying to destroy certain things that like the entire civilization has been taken over by this black muck, and as you destroy certain parts of it, it then like destroys certain eyes on the monster until it essentially wakes up and starts moving around, and then you have to get on top of it and kind of maneuver your way around it to destroy it.
Some giant, epic, gargantuan even boss battles, so to speak.
Definitely. And you do fight like small little things,
and
but
you're just like slicing them, hitting them.
Yeah, you have. This is actually like Hyper Light Drifter, because in Hyper Light Drifter, it doesn't look like you're carrying a weapon, but then like when you slash like a blade, like a beam, like a lightsaber essentially comes out, and that's kind of similar in this game.
Cool.
And you can actually get different outfits that do different things.
Okay. So it's platforming, it's jumpy, it's also a little bit of combat.
It's
and
also
some puzzle platforming.
Pretty open. It's like
pretty open. That's your favorite type of game, bud.
It's hugely open. It's so fun.
But if this game was a sandwich, what kind of sandwich would it be?
Facts.
And how many sandwiches would it be?
Ooh. And you finished the game, so you can give a definitive answer here.
Yeah. You know what? I would give this game 5 sandwiches.
Wow.
This game is very
Lewis's
good.
First 5 out of 5 sandwiches on Dragons Podcast.
Yeah.
It's very, very good. I was so surprised, and when I thought it was done, I was like, oh no, there's still one more to do. Okay, cool, fine. But I played through it pretty quickly because I just wanted to keep playing it. Also because it's just fun to move through the world. And you go upside down sometimes.
I love going upside down.
Gravity isn't really a thing at certain points.
Yeah.
It's like really trippy.
So you missed the most important question, though. What kind of
sandwich?
Yeah. The world wants to know, Lewis.
What kind of sandwich? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't eat a lot of sandwiches, surprisingly.
You're out of the podcast.
Out of the podcast? Sorry.
Okay. Immediately. Isn't that like in our contracts?
Yeah.
Like,
this is the last week, at least for a couple of months, you're going to be here. You're off.
You're done. And then you're back in May. Come back in May, please.
You're bread to us.
I don't know. I mean,
Her name
kind
is
of sandwich?
Ray. Maybe it's on rye.
Okay, rye.
Maybe.
What's the sunny side up egg in the sandwich?
You know what? I do like an egg in a sandwich. So I love an egg in a sandwich. So there is an egg in the sandwich.
It's an egg sandwich.
It's so
but
weird,
the
though,
egg,
as soon as you bite into it, it's going to start like...
That is why it's good.
I know, so weird, though, to eat a sandwich like that.
It's perfect.
The egg is bent in a way that it looks like a black hole.
Everything is themed around the black hole, so make sure everything's a little bit burnt.
Your mouth is the black hole.
Your mouth is...
Boom.
Yeah, an egg sandwich with maybe some
That's
bacon
perfect.
on it, too.
There you go.
Yeah, like a breakfast sandwich.
A breakfast sandwich.
There you go.
Yeah, breakfast sandwiches are good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
All right,
That's
nice.
5 sandwiches, guys. It's a good game, Troy. You will cry at the end.
You've sold me on it.
Guaranteed,
But
you will cry.
I'm gonna play.
You'll be like, I'm gonna go talk to the person that I didn't think I could talk to anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Hyper Life Drifter and then Solar Ash.
All right.
No, you don't have to play the Hyper.
He just
Yes,
wants
I do.
to. It's fine.
No, I have to.
It's so much longer, though.
It's okay. No, it's important.
It's gonna take
It's
you
important.
so much time.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the game more if
my
I do.
God, okay.
You did.
Not because of it.
Yeah, but you did. And I'm gonna research a bunch of black holes.
Troy's gonna finish playing the game at just the point where your memory erases all of the game. So
Yeah.
he's gonna be like this part, and you're gonna like, I don't remember anymore.
100%. I'm going to be at a certain
Yeah.
point and playing a different game. Remember this? Dude,
No.
no. I remember there's a black hole. I remember the twist. That's it.
Troy, don't forget, you still got them sports games coming up this year.
Actually,
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
I know.
We got a bunch of
My
stuff coming on.
Gaming resolutions.
Mario Strikers, right? That's a sports game?
I don't
Does
think
that
that
count?
counts.
Does Mario Kart count?
Ooh, does that count?
I don't think it
That's
counts.
Hassel?
not a sport.
Does that count? No? Damn.
Racing's a sport.
It is, but not like there's no like Mario Kart.
No.
Gran
We're-
Turismo is a sports
I
game.
I didn't
I
realize
wanna
we were
make sure that
adding
everybody knows.
civilizations.
We are reserving. We are reserving.
I didn't realize we were adding stipulations to other people's New Year's resolutions.
I do want to put it. I think during our New Year's resolution episode, we talked about racing games being totally okay.
Right.
Yes,
I
Gran
do.
Turismo is
Gran Turismo.
because
They
it's
count
actual
Gran Turismo.
cars.
They
It's
don't
real
count-
cars.
Mario
Mario Karts
cars.
are actual cars. People build those things.
I didn't
I would
realize we had
love to-
such lofty
Have you
standards
ridden
for
a
our
go-kart
sports
before?
games.
That's
Right?
what those
Like
are.
Okay, I'm gonna put
Thank
a
you.
hang glider on a go kart and see if it works.
It's possible. Have you
whoa.
tried it, Brian?
Just gotta find the right hang glider.
You're not wrong.
We are going to say it's only sports simulations that Troy is going to be
Okay.
doing.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
All right,
that
makes sense.
That was a stipulation I put on myself.
Sorry.
You did. Right.
Yes.
Boo.
So Gran Turismo is going to be the first one.
Well, 'cause
All
that
right.
one looks beautiful. I don't want to play it, but it looks gorgeous.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
it
agree.
looks so
I
good.
agree. All right. Well, thank you so much, Lewis, for filling us in on
Yeah.
Solar Ash. Now that brings us to the news segment. And the news segment this week, I'm going to start off with something that probably should have been said about a year ago, which is the day has finally come that Cyberpunk is finally out on PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X.
It's almost like the game should have come out today.
Only money didn't exist.
If we lived in a better world, the developers could have just finished the game and it would come out this year for the first time.
Yeah.
Agreed. Hard agree. But yeah, it finally came out along with the patch 1.5, which added a whole bunch of just everything to it.
Oh,
Y'all,
1.5.
So I started playing Cyberpunk this month, a couple weeks ago, because I think I said in the over the holidays, I was like, I really want to play Cyberpunk, but I just never know when this patch is going to come in.
Yep.
And I wanted to just dig in, and Manda finally persuaded me to just get into it. We got a new TV, holler, tax money, and then we and it looks gorgeous on there. So I've already put in like 40 to 50 hours into this game. And when they dropped this announcement that they were giving the PS5 version, like my heart was like, yes, this is great. Also, does this mean I have to start over? Oh no, this would be horrible. Like the worst time for me to get into it. Good news is, if you have a PS4 save, it will go to your PS5. So if you're already playing the game, or if you started it and stopped a couple years ago, it will migrate over as soon as you upload your save, which is
Correct. Yeah.
That's good.
But-
That's good. You know, it's I can't play the game. You're talking about the beautiful TVs. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I realize I'm going to New York and I have a small 28-inch TV.
CRT.
Yep. Yep. Little TV. And I'm like, wow, I was going to play in New York, and now I'm like, I cannot because
Your TV will either just like spontaneously combust or grow legs and be like, no, who do you think I am? And just walk out.
Yeah.
Like in disdain.
I mean,
How dare you?
The shows I watch are sometimes pixelated, so that's a sign that I can't play that game.
So
Are the shows that are pixelated, are they because you're streaming them? Because if you're watching them on the internet, that might have nothing to do
You're
with
100% right.
monitor.
Let me rephrase that. Red Dead Online is very pixelated
Okay,
to the point
fair
where different
You're
colors
right.
appear.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So
Okay,
besides like stabilizing patches to just make the game run smoother
on
and look better.
fire this
I know.
week.
The
So
words
good.
are just
Flowing.
Nom.
Flowing like molasses.
You got Joe with that.
they added a few really fun updates, game content. One thing you can do that we were lamenting from the original version is you can look into the mirror now and then change how you look.
Oh.
Before you made your character and you were just locked as that character. the entire time. So even
That's
like your
awesome.
hands, your nails, I had to recreate my character because I didn't like their nail polish once I got into the game.
Yeah.
It was just not what I thought it was. And I had to go back to the beginning, redo the entire intro just to get the nail polish I wanted. Because that's mostly on me. But anyway.
Well, you see their hands the whole game.
do.
I mean, like,
You
if
do.
their haircut wasn't
Yeah.
great, you could have been like, oh, I'll deal with it. But you would have
Exactly.
seen
Their hands
that
always.
horrible nail
Right.
polish forever.
So that's a good addition. They're updating the NPCs so that they act more realistic, whether they're ducking behind cover or the NPCs in the city itself. That they will move out of the way if your car is coming and stuff like that.
They behave like humans.
Yeah, they were a little stiff. They're a little soulless right now, so they're going to get a little closer to that. One thing that, Manda, I'm so excited for you for this new update that they're adding. Despite the better driving mechanics, drifting, all this cool
the
stuff.
driving was so hard.
They're fixing the driving, which I'm excited for. You can own apartments around the city, like actually go and buy and own apartments where you have your different, and you can design the interiors.
Yeah!
You can pick what goes inside, how it's arranged,
Nice.
and all that inside your
Guys, I have
apartments.
to leave right now.
Wait, you can buy apartents.
Now you can.
Oh my God, you can
Yeah.
live in the city.
Yeah,
Well,
wait,
hang on a second. No, not in real life.
Obviously,
in Cyberpunk.
Well, yeah, but like, who needs real life? Am I right?
right?
Exactly.
Metaverse.
The other thing they added more romance options as well.
Oh, nice.
And then on top of that, some of the romance options that were there, they added longer, like you can additionally, and then also some of the times if you go to sleep at night, you'll wake up and one of them will be next to you.
Aww.
Yeah,
So that's pretty
they're
cool.
making it a little more rich, a little more like relatable.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be fun. See, they had the same trajectory when they came out with The Witcher 3 originally, where it was just not a completed game, and then about a year later they came out with like the definitive edition, where everything was patched in. The menus were fixed; they weren't clunky and all over the place. It was streamlined. And the story, they added to the stories and the customization options, giving Geralt different haircuts. You know about those different haircuts, right?
Oh,
right,
yeah.
Hassel?
Yeah.
Could you name a couple of
they're
them
my
for
favorite.
us?
Yeah, I like the high and tight.
The high and tight. Good.
The high and
Kid in
the
play,
high and
face.
tight is always a good one, you know. The
Geralt of South Central.
Oh God.
I can just imagine him doing the kid in play with Yennefer.
yeah.
go.
So
First-time listeners to the Taste of Dragons podcast may be unaware of the fact that Hassel has never played The Witcher.
okay, excuse
He's
me. No,
trying
hang
to.
on a second.
You're not fooling us anymore.
No, I've played every single witching game. I know the lore. I am well versed in everything.
This is a lie.
I don't know what you're talking about. I believe you, Hassel. I believe you.
Thank you, Brian.
He owns Witcher.tech, okay? No just casual person would own that.
This is also
Yeah.
a lie.
The jury's still out, man. Just to let you know, we may be on to you.
I'm not.
Okay.
All right.
Or not. I don't know.
Or no.
Wait until I get my degree from Witcher Tech. Go Mud Dogs.
Go blood
Oh my
dogs.
gosh. Please make an official Witcher certification.
Witcher Tech you.
please.
Design the
Put a
mascot,
test
please.
no, make a curriculum of videos of you recording yourself teaching people about Witcherology, and then make a test, and then deliver people certificates.
Right. Yeah.
Witcher Tech University.
I want you to
Definitely
make
do
the
that.
I want you to make the test, but with your current knowledge.
With
Yes.
It has to be your current knowledge, and everybody will
Guys,
pass.
I know a lot about The Witcher. That's
I
why
know.
we're called
That-
the Mud
so-
Dogs.
I know.
yes.
So CD
use that
Projekt Red, CD Projekt Red, who also knows a lot about The Witcher, is just looking to bring The Witcher glow up to Cyberpunk 2077.
like 2
So-
years later.
You said they were also doing
almost.
the menus?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things I'm looking forward to. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm in the game right now, and I'm used to it. Once you understand where everything goes, it's fine. But it really is just like grids.
Oh, no, when
and
I-
just moving things. It's not great.
When I first played it, I was like, why am I looking at graphs?
Yeah.
And charts.
Yeah, the weapon
UI was
the
bad.
weapon organization system wasn't the greatest last time.
No.
Now,
Played it.
I don't know how they fixed it, so I can't definitively tell you. Like, literally, it's downloading right now. I can't tell you if it is better, but I was playing it last night. I can definitely tell you what's different.
Well, we'll update you next week if we remember.
That's
We
right.
remember. So
right.
if you're thinking about playing it, getting back in, now is the time, y'all.
I'll update you in
I love
May.
a good redemption story.
I'll play in May.
Okay.
When I'm back down here with a human TV, and I'll update you then.
And maybe I'll update you with Solar Ash by then.
Ah, there
We'll
you
see.
go.
Hey.
And then
It
our
won't
final,
happen.
This is also a lie.
and then finally, we touched a little bit on it last week, but the Nintendo Direct happened, y'all. And they announced just a whole slew of things, including like I think the biggest trolls, or I'm sorry, continuing one of the biggest trolls ever that Nintendo consistently does, which is releasing Mother 3 to the West. And
Can we
Listen
just
here,
quickly
Earthbound
explain?
and Earthbound Beginnings is I'm beyond excited.
I agree.
I'm okay.
I
I
agree.
don't need. You know what? I'm okay. We're baby steps. We're
we
baby,
are baby
steps
steps
to Mother 3.
But the creator of Earthbound, or I'm sorry, Mother, actually like posted on Twitter beforehand, like, oh, I heard there's something going on today about, I forget what it was, but it was like alluding to that. People were like, oh my God, it's happening. It's happening.
Okay, look, I had no idea what Mother 3 is. I had no idea what Earthbound is. All I know is that there's this kid Ness in Smash Brothers, and he's from a game from the 90s. I didn't care about this game, but the internet and people talked so big about what this game is, Earthbound, Mother, and how amazing it is, and how and everyone wanted to come out on whatever the next generation platform of Nintendo was. At first it was like the Wii, and then like the Wii U, and then the DS, and every time they denied it, and I was like, what is this game? We lived with our friend who talked about how it was the greatest game of all time. And even I got hyped for this game that I knew absolutely zero about. Where they messed up, in my opinion, to Nintendo, is I stopped caring.
Oh, yeah.
So they made this announcement for Earthbound finally after so many years, and I was like, oh no, for me the time is gone.
It's because it's still not Mother 3. It's still just Earthbound. So Mother
There's
1
a
and
difference?
2. Yeah.
Okay,
Mother,
okay, wait.
confused. What
We're
do people
talking
want?
about Earthbound like it's not great. Okay, I get
Earthbound's
it. It's
amazing.
not Mother 3. We all know it's not Mother 3. But Earthbound is fantastic still. And it's hurtful that people don't seem to want to play those because it's not Mother 3. And I'm putting it out there, man.
So
Play
confused.
some Earthbound.
Is
It's great.
Earthbound Mother?
Earthbound is
in
Mother, yes.
Japan.
In Japan, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the
okay.
first two
Okay,
were
so they
released
renamed-
here, but
they
the third
renamed
one
it.
has not been
Has
released.
never been
Right,
released
that's
here.
correct.
They keep
So the-
re-releasing
Oh.
1 and 2, but they never released
Oh,
3.
so this is no
Okay.
different. This is
So
still
they-
the same problem.
Right.
Yes.
This is still the same exact problem. The thing is, though, I don't believe Earthbound has not been released as in a new console, I think, since the Game Boy.
Yeah, something like that.
Like
yeah.
it's been a very long time.
But
so
you played Mother 3.
yes.
Mother 3, yeah, because you can play it. People
Illegal.
have done fan translations of it. So you can play it on like the PC. You can do a couple other
You
things.
can play it.
But
It's
there's been
not
no like
easy.
official release.
So people are excited because, hey, this looks like a path forward, an actual path to get the game they
Yes.
really want, which is Mother 3 or
Correct.
Earthbound free
These
in
are
the US.
baby steps.
But in the
Gotcha.
meantime, they can play Nintendo Switch Sports.
Or some Metroid Dread DLC soon.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or some new
on.
new tracks for Mario Kart.
Or
I
No
got some
Man's
beef.
Sky.
I got some beef with the Switch Sports.
Okay.
All right, it's a sequel to one of the best games ever made, which is
Right.
Wii Sports,
Right.
just by
Correct.
itself, changed the world. Wii U Sports, I think, was also there, but whatever.
It doesn't matter.
So they have this Switch Wii Sports edition, and it got all the favorites. It got bowling.
Right.
You have your tennis.
Right.
And
Fencing.
then they're like, oh, we have brand new sports for you. And they're like, badminton, ping pong. I'm like, that's just tennis. What are you doing?
They were showing. I'm like, what
That's
are you
the
doing?
same thing. You're not fooling me.
I think what's
Wait, don't
worse
forget
about
about
it is
volleyball.
thank you.
Volleyball.
I was literally, that's exactly what I was saying. It started off with, we're going to show you how great volleyball looks. I'm like, okay, cool. And they're like, but we also have badminton. It's played the same way. And we also, it was very like, but how about this? It's the same thing.
How dare they?
What is this? I love Wii Sports. What's happening here?
What if that was a bit? Because if it's a bit, I'm bought in.
Yeah.
I mean,
They only do DLC of that same sport multiple ways.
they're getting my money either way. So I mean, like, really, the joke, the gag is, yeah, we can be as annoyed as we want. We're all buying this game.
It's like, hey, here's we have bowling, and now a brand new sport, curling.
And then
Do
another.
they have curling?
No.
No,
But it's the same
but I
movement.
wouldn't give for curling
I
though,
would play
because if you
curling.
had to be the person that was actually curling
Doing
the ice,
yeah.
the amount of
Alright.
like shaking the Wiimotes.
See, I went to and now bocce, which is the exact same.
I would also play bocce.
Yeah.
I would absolutely
Yeah.
say play bocce.
I mean, I would forego bowling for bocce.
So it looks
Yeah, I would
like
play
it
bocce.
looks like they
Yeah,
just
yeah.
went the wrong way with us. Instead of leaning into a bunch of tennis-like games, they should have leaned into a bunch of like bowling lawn game type.
they have time.
They
There's
still got time. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nintendo,
and
you
I
can
mean,
fix this.
they said that in future updates they were gonna add golf, which is again something from the old one that's coming back over to the new one.
Correct.
But
like
I think the
fencing?
thing that
There's
like,
fencing.
the thing that
Fencing?
yeah,
Is there fencing?
they have
old one?
they have
The
the
old one's
sword
fencing.
one. I don't
Yeah,
remember
but-
what it's called. They don't
The
call it
new one,
fencing.
there's a sword one, but I think it's called
Oh, yeah.
like Baharas or
Yeah, and you
something
have to
like
like
that.
knock them off the mat. It's
Yeah.
not like
It's
points.
not
You just keep
actual,
hitting
yeah.
and they slide back until they fall off.
I just hope there's archery because I actually really liked the archery
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
other one.
The archery one was
We-
really good.
Joe and I
They
want
do
the
have
same
soccer
DLC.
this time around, so
Oh, they do have soccer. Nice.
yeah. So they announced some soccer one that you can actually like wear the strap on your leg.
Okay, I was like,
you can play
how?
there.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah, but when they announced that shortly after they announced Mario Strikers, and it was like, I don't care about that anymore.
Let's talk
Wait.
about Mario Strikers.
Do you run in place and then kick the ball, or do you just like stand and do like one shots into goals? I'm
No,
confused as to how
it's just
soccer's
it's just shooting. It's just shooting the soccer ball into the goal.
Okay,
You're not
okay.
running around or anything like that. There is a version of it where you actually get to play like a kind of like a 3-on-3 game, but that one is based almost kind of like. Do you remember soccer in Fall Guys, where like you kind of had to
Oh,
like
yeah,
hit it by
yeah.
Oh,
jumping?
yeah.
It's very similar to that.
Okay,
Gotcha.
okay. Because I was like, I see the kicking, but I don't see like me choosing where my position on the field is.
Yeah.
And neither do they. But yeah, that brings us to Mario Strikers, though, which is a new
Gosh.
thing that they announced.
I don't feel like I've seen Mario Strikers since GameCube.
I
Or
don't
Wii?
think I've played one since the Wii. I want to say.
Yeah. Hey, I'm
Yeah,
all
I
about
think
some
I'm on the
Mario
same
soccer.
boat.
Yeah.
It looked good. It looked
looked-
sharp.
it
It
looked
had
fun.
that Mario Kart shine to it.
Is that a sports game?
It is a sports game.
It's not a simulation game though.
There it is.
Facts.
You guys are the worst.
Wait a second. Hang on, wait. In FIFA, do they not like have a cool thing that happens with the ball? Like it lights itself on fire as it goes into the net or something?
I mean, if you light the ball on fire before you kick it, yes.
Can your characters light the ball on fire still?
That's arson, number one.
Okay.
And we have a strong stance on arson
Are
on
we
this
not for
podcast.
arson
yes.
all of a sudden?
We
Whoa,
know
whoa.
that.
A lot of us really like Last of Us. We're clearly for arson, okay?
Right.
But not in sports
no, you cannot do that in FIFA.
simulations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm still gonna play Strikers. Don't get me wrong, y'all.
I just
right
think
after
it should
Solar
count
Ash.
because it's
It
soccer.
should count.
It should count.
Yeah, but it's not a simulation, guys. You know, just like,
Man, these rules are
I'm
really.
trying-
I'm just
I'm
in
like- it's-
January when
it's-
you don't
there's
have the 50
turtles.
sports games that you agreed to
But
play.
you
I
play-
want to
Listen.
point out that Joe and I are going to be up for. We're going to be batting for you.
I made a resolution on a genre that I normally don't like to play. If it was just Mario Strikers and Mario Kart, then that'd be easy.
But they equate into the genre of sports games,
Yeah.
especially
But not
you know what?
simulations.
If you want to, if you,
They're simulating sports.
They
They're
really
just also
are.
simulating fire.
they're simulating making sports cooler.
You're right. You're right.
It's like sports but better. I don't
I know.
understand why you wouldn't want to play the better sports
It's like
game.
sports with Daisy.
Listen,
Who
I
doesn't
agree
wanna
with you.
play?
That's why I'm
Right.
challenging myself to not. That's
a
the
challenge.
That's the
It's
hard
a challenge.
part. Is that I'm looking at those and be like,
Okay.
no, I'm gonna play.
So while everyone else is playing Strikers,
Yeah,
you and
I
Hassel are
know.
going to play FIFA.
Actually,
And you're going to have
That
just
does
as
sound
much
like
fun as we are
Yeah.
with the fireball going into the net.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay. All right.
This is untrue. I joke. FIFA's a great game.
I do. I this does seem like a very good food fight topic. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh.
Oh, I get.
Put that in the bonnet.
what?
Is that the?
In the
put-
in the
Is that the
What?
in
phrase?
the bonnet?
Put
I
a
think-
bee
part
in
of
the
your
bonnet.
cart-
You
the
put a little
bonnet?
bee.
Stick the
But a
macaroni
bee in your
in
bonnet
Yeah.
is about you being agitated.
Like a
it's about
feather
you
in
being
your
upset.
hat? I
That's a
don't-
feather in your
Yeah, it's a
hat.
feather in the hat. Although a feather in the hat is
you
more of
meant
one of
put
those
a
of
pin
like,
in it.
Put a pin
Yeah,
in
put a
it,
pin in
and
it.
then
That's
put
what
that
you
pin in your
Not
bonnet.
put it
Yeah.
in your bonnet. Like I don't
I mean, I'm
understand.
sure lots of
How about
bonnets
telling
had
you what to do with
pins.
the pin?
Yeah, a hairpin.
Yeah, that's true. Lots of
Hat
bonnets had
pin.
pins.
Yeah.
I'm a visual person.
Isn't the bonnet technically a part of the
have you
car? Isn't
seen
that what like
someone-
the English people call like either the front or the back, like the trunk?
yeah,
Isn't that called a
yeah.
bonnet?
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
I do not believe the phrase was about a car and a bee being inside of a car. I'm fairly certain the phrase was about the bee being inside a bonnet.
I think the
I
bonnet
could be wrong.
is the front because the boot is the back.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
sounds right.
Lewis, you mentioned a 2D game. Was it like Live Well, or what was it that you liked?
Live Alive.
You saw?
Live
what was
Alive.
it? What was it? What did you like about it?
So what I liked about the game, first of all, I mean, I dig the artwork. It is like pixelated artwork. So there essentially the game. How many characters is it? Like 6, 7. It's like 6 different games in one, essentially, because you get to play as 6 different people. And you get to play through their stories.
Oh, yeah. And it almost looked like each person like had their own main game.
Yeah.
It's what it felt like, a different style, a unique
And they do all tie.
weapons.
They do all tie together.
It's called
Nice.
Live Alive.
Yeah.
Yep. Live
Spelled
Alive.
like Live Evil.
Whoa. What?
I'm just looking at the logo. It
Oh,
says
yeah,
Live.
the logo,
and then
yes.
an A.
It is Live Alive. That is
Okay.
the name.
That is the
Okay.
name, yes.
That is correct.
Yes,
That's,
because the logo is mirrored.
Yeah.
on the side. On the
I
right-hand side.
get that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Maybe
There's
not
reasons.
The best
Maybe-
logo.
There's
design.
reasons.
Agreed.
No. There's reasons.
Okay.
It's
Oh.
good.
Okay.
Okay. You've played it, Joe?
No. I've
Okay.
not got to play it. I got to watch other
okay.
people play translated versions,
And
the
yeah, it's-
non-translated versions of
It's
it.
an old school like 90s game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Super Famicom.
And
if I
it's
researched
the
it right.
first time released in the
That's
States.
correct.
Correct,
Yeah.
and they're doing like a
Oh, nice.
2.5
That's what they
D
said it, yeah.
upgrade. Yeah.
Yeah.
However they're upgrading this is spectacular.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of games from the 90s that they just poured over, or maybe they like make the graphics a little prettier. This looks like they're making a whole new game out of the essence of that game.
It looks like they
which
redid everything.
could
Yeah.
change the game
It looks
for
like
all remakes.
It looks like a
if it
game
go- if
made
it does
now,
well.
just in that art style.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, like I know nothing about that game, but I would play it based on that trailer I saw. It
Exactly.
looks fresh.
It looks really cool. The concept, I was like fascinated. I'm like, 7 games? How many hours is this?
Oh, okay, can I say something real quick about the Nintendo Direct?
Real quick.
No.
Twice they faked me out for Breath of the Wild 2. In the beginning, you saw some swords, you saw some sweeping landscapes, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, it's Fire Emblem, Dynasty Warriors, hack and slash, which is fine. I like Fire Emblem, and I like Dynasty Warriors. I thought it was Breath of the Wild. And then the very last thing they showed, once again, sweeping area, some swords. Like, apparently that's all I need to
That's
think
all
it's
you
Breath
need.
of the Wild.
It,
like a
the
mountain
Xenoblade
area.
one was
And then it was
absolutely a troll.
Freaking Xenoblade.
Yeah.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Gosh, why do they keep getting me?
Now you know how mother people feel.
Oh,
Damn.
wow!
you
I
know,
felt that.
Just
inside.
imagine that for 20 years.
You know what? I understand.
You know what?
Free
For the-
Mother 3.
For the first 5 years, I get it. After that, I feel like you're setting yourself up for disappointment.
Agreed.
Right. Yeah.
But it still hurts. It still hurts, Amanda.
I want to
you
say
know-
I was very excited about that Kirby game, getting a date, getting
Oh,
to see
Kirby.
more of it, getting to see Kirby eat a car and then drive around. I was like,
I was like,
I'm in. I'm
okay.
in. You put Kirby in the game, I was already here, but like, I don't even understand what's happening, and I don't care. He's eating a
Kirby
car, he's
eats
driving.
a car
We're
and then
good.
drives around.
I
Right?
felt like they took
With
and
the
they
car in
called
his
it
mouth.
and they called it mouthful mode.
Yes,
did.
yes, they
Oh,
did.
That's going to go
No.
great on the
And I
internet.
was like,
Oh,
and I
No,
was
the
like,
internet will be
oh,
fine.
all
They'll just
right.
leave that one alone.
Fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It'll be fine.
What
He
if
ate
the
a
internet?
car.
What if the internet for one day just went like, not too easy,
Nah.
and just moved on, and nothing happened?
I think that's what happened. There was so much in this direct that was like trolls and having fun that like they got to mouthful mode and they were like, look at Kirby, he's so cute. I can't.
It's like,
can't
guys,
do this.
too easy, right?
Leave
Too
the ball
easy.
alone.
Yeah, I think somebody already put a mouthful Kirby in a Mario Kart. I think somebody modeled
over
it
a Mario Kart?
and actually
That's
put that
fun.
in
Oh,
Mario
that's
Kart.
pretty fun.
Oh, it probably looks so cute.
Yeah, and then I think that'll do it though.
Wait,
Okay,
Mario
what's
Kart.
that?
Mario
Yes.
Kart.
Yeah.
So they're announcing 48 new tracks for Mario Kart.
Yep.
Wait,
which is
48?
already
I didn't see that.
48 new
Holy
tracks.
It
was
nuts.
It was already a spectacular. Mario Kart 8 has been strong since the Wii U. It's one of the reasons you even owned a Wii U.
They haven't even made a new one.
Was
'cause
even
There's no reason to.
there's no
they
reason.
updated it. They nailed it. They nailed Mario Kart this time around, and they're adding 48 tracks based on previous tracks from the entire franchise.
Correct.
It's going to cost more money if you want it, or if you have the family plan that some of us may have bought for the Animal Crossing DLC, you just get these 48 tracks for free when they drop.
For free?
Yes, incrementally.
And this is one of those
throughout
things I was
time.
talking about last year when we were talking about the upgrade to begin with and how the Switch Plus or whatever it's called.
Expansion pack.
Expansion pack. There we go. With the expansion pack, I was like, well, I think they're going to have to add a new expansion every single year in order to make this viable. And I think that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're adding a new expansion, which is good, but I also think they might be making expansions for stuff that doesn't need one in order to fulfill this, requirements. But I don't know. I think it's great.
I kind of can't believe they added the Mario Kart one to it because they would have got $25 from me.
Right? They would have.
Like if they had said pre-orders go live today, I'm like, boop, pre-ordered, done. I would have given them whatever they wanted because that game is really good.
Yep.
That announcement sold us. Like we didn't get Mario Kart for the Switch because we owned it on the Wii U, and we're like, we don't want to buy the same game again.
And I already played all the levels.
Replayed it.
Oh, yeah.
And then they dropped that, and then quick side. Valentine's was this weekend. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Yep.
And
Hey.
Amanda and I celebrated on Sunday because we both had to work on Monday. But we're like, we'll do like something simple and nice Monday evening, but we won't go all out or anything. And then so I was coming back from work or something. I was driving back home, and I got the most romantic text I have ever gotten in my life. It was around 5 o'clock. I'm on my way, and I'm going to read this verbatim. I get this text: Valentine's evening. Want to eat pizza and play Mario Kart tonight?
Done.
We're like, we had
Come
no
on.
other say yes.
Marry
today.
her.
Like, what do you guys want to do? I was like, I don't really want to cook. Like,
Troy had to
I'm gonna
pull
order
the
pizza
car
and play
over because he was hyperventilating. He was like, oh my God, it's happening. It's happening.
Marry her again.
Renew those vows.
And by the time I got home, the download was done.
Yeah, and pizza came like 5
Yeah.
minutes later because I pre-ordered it.
I'm going to call ordering food ahead of time pre-ordering food. I'm pre-ordering the food, y'all.
And it was fantastic.
Did your pre-order of pizza come with like any like bonuses? Like did you
It
get,
did.
like,
We
any
got
extra
garlic
levels?
nuts for free.
Oh, nice. Okay.
nice.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best. Because sometimes, depending on the store that you order from, they have different pre-order bonuses.
Oh, actually, no,
Right.
that's true because I was on Postmates, and then different places, like some of them were like free apps, but I
Yeah.
wanted the garlic.
Yeah, so you got to choose wisely.
Yeah,
Choose
yeah,
wisely. But yeah, I think that will do it for the news this week. And then we have our final topic, which is Hassel. Now that's what I call video games, Volume 3.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't break my heart again, Hassel.
What I call video games.
I like that it's kind of a slower ballad.
Never gonna win. It's not true. That's right, everybody. Welcome to Now That's What I Call Video Games, Volume 3, with your host, Hassel. This is the video game that will simultaneously bring you joy, but also break your heart.
Troy's been through many of those.
So if you're not familiar with the game, basically I have 5 premises for games. Well, today it's 5. Last time it was only 4. Trying to make it a little more difficult. I have 5 premises for games, and I'm going to read them to you. And my panel of contestants is going to try to figure out which one I made up.
Love it.
Oh, God.
Troy and I both got our phones out so we could write notes.
Yo, I am not playing this time. I'm for real. Like, this is not a joke. This is not a joke, Hassel.
So you guys
I'm
are going
writing
to
notes.
write down notes. I need you guys to be very truthful with me. You're not going to Google anything.
No,
No,
never.
Google.
No, no. That's not in the spirit
That's
of the game.
that's gonna sully the integrity of this game.
Yeah.
Wait, he said Sully. One of the games might be Uncharted.
Ooh. Or Monsters, Inc.
Oh, okay. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So here's game number 1. Starring Jennifer Hale and written by Patton Oswalt. This interactive video game starts when 2 ex-FBI agents encourage you to undergo training as a new recruit. Soon after, you are subjected to a deprogramming regimen which consists of minigames like Conspiracy Computer and Run, Agent, Run.
All right. Starting off with a bang. I like it. Jennifer Hale
okay.
and Patton Oswalt.
Trying to get us with the name dropping.
Yeah,
Throw us
right.
off. Okay.
It's good.
Okay. I have
All
an
right.
idea about that one.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but
You guys ready for number 2?
All right, number 2.
Absolutely.
All right, second game. This futuristic galactic space adventure starring Jennifer Hale
I see the theme. I see the theme.
This is how you're going to get us.
begins when a natural disaster renders the Earth inhabitable. A group of misfits are brought together to explore the galaxy and find a new home for themselves. Their adventure comes to a halt when they discover the planet they found harbors some mysterious creatures and an even more mysterious syndicate looking to make a quick buck from this new world's precious resources. Join the survivors, find hope.
I love that premise. I get behind that.
It's got the good tagline at the end too. I like it. All right. So what's our next Jennifer Hale game?
You ready?
Are you
Oh,
kidding
no.
me? I can't believe
This is the
Okay,
worst.
so here's
'cause I don't
number-
know who
here's number
Jennifer Hale
3.
is.
You do.
so the voice actress for Shepard.
Shepard.
Oh, okay,
Dragon of
okay,
the
okay.
Week.
Okay. Okay.
You ready for number 3? Here we go.
Absolutely.
Begin your legendary journey through a Japanese-style fantasy RPG. Your epic adventure starts in the Heian period of Japanese history, a time when humans and demons coexisted. It was a hellish time when spirits and demons lurked in the shadows, striking fear into the hearts of men. The only ones standing against the oncoming darkness and terror were the masters of mystery, divining the future, observing the stars, traveling between worlds, and ultimately bending spirits to their will. Starring Jennifer Hale, enter the incredible, vibrant world of spirits and demons and watch mysteries unfold before your very eyes.
I was like, man, it's getting to the very end. Where's the Jennifer Hale in this? I think I got duped. That's the
So-
whiplash of this week. We thought it's Jennifer Hale, and it's not.
Listen, before you get to game number 4, I just wanted to take a quick second to say you're brilliant. Now, please.
Please continue.
As
You may
you were.
continue, yes.
This is great.
All right. Number 4, starring Jennifer Hale. In this frozen wilderness, you travel to the borderlands of a survivalist tribe to investigate a mysterious new machine threat. Only by enduring the harsh landscape and earning the respect of the tribe will you gain the abilities and knowledge you need to uncover a secret from the past and stop a threat to the future.
That's a difficult one. I don't know about that one.
All right.
Okay.
Last one.
Last one.
Wait, did that one not have Jennifer Hale? Oh, no,
It did.
you
It
started
started
with
with
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Okay,
Yep,
okay,
yep,
okay,
yep.
sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Last one. In this series, starring Jennifer Hale,
There it is.
Good.
Okay.
you are
If it didn't,
introduced to a powerless orphan raised in a monastery. Exploring your surroundings, your character must research for the killer of their foster father and become involved with the region's iron crisis, which causes metal to crumble while battling to stay alive.
Can you read that last one again for me, please?
Absolutely. In this series, starring Jennifer Hale, you are introduced to a powerless orphan raised in a monastery. Exploring your surroundings, your character must search for the killer of their foster father and become involved with the region's iron crisis, which causes metal to crumble while battling to stay alive.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Good premise.
Okay. All right. So, group
Y'all have
gang.
all 5.
How do we...
We should go through. We should go through them, and then like
Let's
like
go
last
through
time,
them.
we all voted on whether we
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
it was
yeah.
real or not.
Okay.
Are we allowed to ask questions about how something is spelled for a game? Like if there was a word used, how do you spell Heian? Period. For number 3.
Heian.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
So, number 1 is the Jennifer Hale, Patton Oswalt kind of caper.
Yes.
I have a vague memory of a video game that had a television and Elijah Wood was screaming at you through the TV. And I swear that it had the same type of premise that he was talking about. It
Okay.
was like a scary game, but then you played like maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, well-
but
well,
he
it's-
described that game, and I was like, I feel like I've heard of that one.
It being written by Patton Oswalt, I can absolutely believe the mini game titles that he gave
Okay.
for that. I
Yeah.
can see Patton Oswalt doing that.
So I'm going to vote that one's real.
Yeah, I'm
I
going to
can see
vote that
that
one
one
too
being
because
real.
I have a memory of Patton Oswalt making a game or something being involved, and
It sounds weird enough for him.
yeah, yeah, I'm going to say that's real.
Okay. All right, I like it. So now the second game, you guys are the ones with the notes.
Yeah.
It was the one the groups. It's a group of misfits, and they're saving a planet.
Futuristic.
That's right, the
Galactic.
Super Rich. Yeah, that's right.
I thought that was it sounded like Outriders, but
Join the survivors, find hope.
Oh, you're right. It
Does
does
sound like
It
Outriders.
does sound like Outriders. It's right.
Huh.
Oh, that was my vote until you said Outriders, and now I don't know.
Can we think if Jennifer Hale's in that game? Do we know if her
I
voice
mean,
is in
it could
Outriders?
be create a character.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So,
can be
like-
A female voice could be Jennifer Hale. I think.
Yeah,
it could
that's.
be. Yeah.
I would
She
go
does-
that route if we can remember which game she is actually in.
But find survivors, find hope or whatever. That does
Sound very
that
familiar.
does
Join the
sound.
survivors,
Yeah, join the
find hope.
survivors. Find hope.
Join survivors.
Yeah, join the survivors.
Oh, that's all about having more hope.
Yeah.
Damn it, Lewis, that was my choice, and now that makes so much sense.
It
All
does.
right,
Okay.
I'm half and half on that one.
Yeah, because it could be Outriders. It could be something else. Yeah.
All right, number 3 was the JRPG with demons, which sounded very familiar, Joe, to me.
I asked for clarification on how to spell that because that period of time has a different spelling than what
Okay.
we were just. Or if it is the period of time that I'm thinking of, that is not how that period of time is spelled.
It sounds like Neo.
It does sound a lot like
does
Neo,
sound like
but
Neo.
I don't believe she's in Neo.
There's a creative character in that too, in the
Yeah,
second
that's
one,
true.
in Neo too.
You
You can
that's
play
true.
either gender.
Oh,
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was awesome. I played as a chick. She was crazy.
And that may be Jennifer Hale's voice.
Oh, it could
I mean,
be.
it's Jennifer Hale. She's done countless games.
But
Endless.
But the thing is, Neo takes place in. It goes through when Nobunaga was alive, and it goes all the way through
Okay.
it goes through 3 different periods
So,
of time.
What I'm hearing is maybe Hassel was trying to get us.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. The
Maybe.
third one was. I feel like I'm playing the game like Manda was playing last time. If that was a game, I feel like I would know about it. Secondary to that, I also feel like they wouldn't be using words like spirits and demons. They'd be using other words
Like yokai.
like
But-
yokai.
Depending
The
on the
only-
market.
Right,
Yeah,
depending
depending
on
on
where
market.
that was being marketed.
And when it was being marketed. These
The-
could be
Right.
older games.
And the only thing I would say is maybe Hassel avoided using the word yokai because that would give away the title or the thing. I know there's an
Too
indie
easy.
game coming out that has yokai in it because I sent it to you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that
But
looks
I don't
awesome,
know what
too.
that. I don't know if there's
it's-
any voice
what
actors
was
in
the
there.
name?
There
I
was
doubt
two.
it-
There was
yeah,
a regular
I-
one and then there was like an in one. And it's definitely not the in one.
I doubt an indie game studio is getting Jennifer Hale.
Oh yeah, she's
I
like
don't
I
triple
know
A.
she does. You're right. You're absolutely right. But I'm just saying I doubt. I'm not saying
I'm trying to remember what
She's
the
like the
chick
Meryl
character
Streep
sounded
of
like.
voice acting.
Yeah, but that other indie game, the 60 Seconds indie game, got like 3 film actors.
It did.
So
Yeah,
I
sure,
can't
huge
say.
actors.
You don't know anymore.
It did.
You don't know.
You don't know.
That's fair.
I just said I doubt.
So 3, I'm a little sus about now.
I'm sus about 3.
Yes,
though.
Okay.
Okay.
4, I'm gonna call. that is literally the premise for Horizon DLC Frozen Wild.
Yes,
Correct.
that's exactly.
Yes.
which
if-
is very clever. If you went for the DLC of the game.
if that was supposed to be fake, then we have some bad news.
Yeah, if you conjure it up.
Or Jennifer Hale's not the one that does the voice. And so it's still a made up game because Jennifer Hale doesn't do the voice.
Jennifer Hale doesn't do Aloy's voice. It's
Yeah.
Ashley Birch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's if she's like the leader of the tribe in that.
Right.
Yeah.
She could still be
She could
the
very
person
well
starring.
be.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
thinking
starring
maybe
in
he's
that
trying
part
to
of it.
maybe he's trying to trick us by saying a normal game one, but replacing the main voice actress with Jennifer Hale.
It's very
I
possible.
would
Ooh.
never. I would never trick you. How dare you?
So I'm just putting that out there.
Okay.
The last one sounds too specific to be fake.
Really? I thought it sounded fake.
I thought the last one sounded a lot like Control or like games like that, like where it was like, oh,
sounded like
I've
Control.
played this
Yeah.
game before,
Yeah.
or and let me correct myself,
Yeah.
I didn't play this game. I watched
you
Brian
go.
play this game before.
Don't know why, but something about the Iron Crisis made me feel like, yeah, that's some background video game.
Yeah.
Jargon.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Mumbo
I
Jumbo,
I feel like
yeah.
I
It's very
could
much
be
like
swayed. Yeah.
trade dispute in Star Wars. It's like, oh, the Iron Crisis, and like, yeah, whatever. I've clicked through that story content before.
Yeah, I got it. The spice must flow. Whatever. I got
Yeah.
it.
I can always shoot.
The spice must.
Tell me where the dot is I need to go to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm also on the same page. I could see number 5 being real because I like didn't understand it.
For me,
It's like my main.
It's between 1 and 5, but that's just.
I'm
It
at
could just
3.
it could just be my Florida public school reading.
I had the same one, man.
I did.
It could be mine.
I also agree on 3.
Okay.
Okay.
think
I could
Okay.
see 3. I'm leaning towards 4 only because of the voice actress.
Okay.
It could be wrong, and that's how he's trying to get us this
All
week.
right, but you're.
But
you're
I
in
can
Vegas,
absolutely
you're
see
going-
3. I can
you're-
absolutely see 3.
You're in Vegas. Your token's going to one space. What space is it?
Oh man, like it depends on how much I'm like putting down.
Oh,
like
you
if I'm
put
putting like down all of it.
All
all
of
the
it.
sandwiches.
If we're putting
Brad.
out all of it,
All of it.
ooh, That's a lot of sandwiches.
That's a lot of sandwiches.
I didn't put that much thought into this. That was just. I thought this was play money.
That's where you messed up.
Oh man!
You think this is a game?
I thought this was like. I thought this was like $20 out of the ATM type of thing. I didn't think this was.
Yeah, but all you got is $20.
Oh no! I'm barely financially illiterate.
Welcome to my 20s.
Brian, this game is for pinks.
So,
Brian, if you lose our car on the way home, I'm gonna feel
No,
mad.
I'm losing my car. It's fine.
Okay. That's
so
fine.
Man and I think we're locked
You
in.
guys
at
go
three.
with three?
We're on 3.
I'm fine with 3.
I'm fine with 3.
Hopping in
Oh,
on
Fine with
three.
3.
I'll hop on
I
3.
think I
Oh,
will.
we're all
I
hopping
think
in
we're all
on the
on
way.
3.
Oh,
man.
gosh.
We're all
We
getting
are-
losers.
Okay,
We're going to 3.
All our
I
chips.
apologize if I have swayed us in any way with my poor knowledge of yokai.
It's very possible. It's very
It's
possible.
possible. I will say, can anybody actually think of a game where a character is an orphan from a monastery? Because that's the only part of it that didn't click for me
No.
for
That is
anything.
specific.
Like,
Like
is
a
that
monastery.
like because that's a very specific thing, and
It is.
I can't think of any game I've watched where the characters start off in a monastery, aside from like
What's-
what is it?
I can see an Assassin's Creed.
Or Plague? Isn't Plague like that?
You're an
Plague Tale?
orphan, but I
During
think
World
you're
War II.
orphaned.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's a really
I don't think it
splitting
has
hairs
anything to do
there.
with yeah, but I don't think it has to do with the monastery.
It doesn't plague. Isn't plague set in like World War II or something?
Plague's Tale? No.
Plague?
Plague's
Oh,
Tale.
Plague.
Oh, Plague.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought
Like,
Plague
it's
Tale was.
like the Black Plague time. So.
Black Plague
Yeah.
sounds right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's, yeah,
I'm just thinking the
plagueiest of
monastery
plague
part of it.
times.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes,
not to
that's
throw a
plague
wrench in, but like the monastery part is the thing
Yeah.
that's literally sticking out
Yeah,
weird
yeah,
for
I
me.
agree.
No.
And it's like, am I trying to think of? Is there a Metal Gear game where like
This
your
is-
a character's in a monastery? That's where they
I
started.
feel like
or
there's
This is
so many
great.
monasteries in video games that I was just like, yeah, that's a thing, and then I moved on. But that's a good
I
point.
love how, last time that we did this, we got it wrong. But Hassel was like, what, let's make it harder. I'm going to add a 5th one.
Yeah, and what's really smart is that because of the Jennifer Hale
Yeah, I
thing,
know.
we can kind of rule out a lot of indies. So we really are thinking of games that we possibly have played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Smart. Damn.
So I'm going to put my money on 3. But if I had a side bet, my money's going on 4.
No side
like
bets.
a side bet.
No side bets.
I know.
There's
No.
no side bets.
Okay, fine.
Stop trying to be right.
I'm taking off my
Just take-
shoes
take
and
your
putting it
wrong.
on a side bet. That's all I got left.
Just accept being wrong if you're wrong. Okay?
I always accept when I'm wrong.
our chips are on the table. We're biting our lip tongue. What are you doing? You're
Are
nervous.
we all still on 3, or we have some people
Nails.
go into
3.
5?
I'm accepting. The
We're
3.
accepting of
I'm
3.
accepting
3
I
is
think
good.
3 it is.
we stand together or we don't stand at all.
That's
Yeah.
right. So 3.
I
it
think
is.
3 is a real clever way to get us.
If you got us,
I
mean,
love that.
It's a respectful 3.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. I like the idea of live together, die alone.
That's right.
Yeah. So okay, you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ready.
So a little change to the game. I'm gonna give you guys the titles for all of them, and then I'm gonna tell you which one is the fake one.
Okay.
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 Do we
Okay.
pair the titles to what we think it is?
Yeah, because that's a game by itself.
Okay.
Maybe that's a game I do.
No.
That could be a game you could do.
Oh, okay.
The first game number 1,
Yes.
written by Patton Oswalt, is called The X Fools.
That doesn't sound familiar at all
Okay.
to me.
Okay.
The second game, the space adventure, futuristic, is called A World's Away.
All right.
Also, never heard of it.
I'm loving the
The-
generic names here.
The third game is called Onmyoji, spelled Onmyogi.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like a real game now.
Yeah.
That's a game.
The fourth game is called Horizon Zero Dawn, The Frozen Wilds.
Yeah.
Yay! We got one right.
And then the fifth game is called Baldur's Gate.
Nice.
Oh. I've not played that.
Nice.
So I'm
Okay.
okay
Are
with
you guys ready?
Damn.
We're ready.
Damn.
We're ready.
Damn
Our
Is
butts
it
are clenched.
two?
Oh, I don't feel good
Here we
about
go.
this anymore.
What is it?
The fake game is A World's Away. Game
Oh,
number
the
two.
second one.
Game number 2.
Damn.
That was the one with the misfits going to.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Find hope.
Yeah.
It sounded so close to Outriders.
Damn. That was the one where I was like, yeah, I could get behind that. I could play that.
Lewis,
That's
I
all I
had
knew.
number 2 in my head. I was like convinced it was number 2, and then you were like, "That's the story for Outriders," and I was like, "Oh, you're right. That is kind of the story for Outriders."
Yeah, you did.
It's fine. It's fine.
Listen,
It's fine.
we died together.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
my
once again,
gosh.
this game This game giveth and then taketh away.
This is his cell collecting all the chips on the table, being like,
Just
"Gosh,
laughing.
I
Can you tell us a little more about the third game? Because you've done some research on all these games to figure what
I did.
what they're
So,
about.
hang on a second, because I actually still have it open on one of my tabs here. Yeah, I looked up like okay, so I started by looking up Jennifer Hale's very, very, very long IMDb page.
So long. Yep. So funny.
Oh yeah.
And I started looking at the different games that she had done voice acting for, and I really, really, really wanted to describe Metal Gear Solid in a way that you guys wouldn't understand.
So just describing Metal Gear Solid.
Exactly, but the problem
Just
is
reading the
I've been
Wikipedia
talking
page.
about it for so long that the minute I said something that was like out of left field, you guys would have been like, "Yeah, that's Kojima."
We would have seen like a glaze come over your eyes. We'd have been like Metal Gear.
Wait, is that a twinkle in his
that's Metal
eye?
Gear Solid.
It's Metal Gear.
Okay, so Omioji was developed by NetEase Games.
Oh yeah.
It was released on April 18th, 2018.
What?
Oh, it's not that. I expected you to be like, "Oh, this is an old game," and I would have been like, "Oh."
Nope. I'm on the Steam page for it right now. It got very, very good reviews on it. It's
So
like
you're
a
saying there's
PvP
no
and
excuse
PvE battles.
It's entirely not a kind of game I would play.
Okay.
Even with all that stuff on there, it's
Yeah,
not.
it's
It's
like
not the kind of
PvE.
game.
It's
yeah,
like
it's not a game I would play.
multiplayer
So
game.
I as soon as you
Yeah.
said the name, like, ooh, that's the name of a real
sounds-
game.
yeah.
I really thought Heian period was spelt differently. So it was just one of those, like, as soon as you had said it, my sensors went off in my brain. And I was like, I gotta find out how you spell that, because if he spells it the wrong way, I know which one it is. But c'est la vie.
Yeah.
Hats off to
Guys.
you, Hassel. Well
Nicely
done.
done,
You got us
Hassel.
again.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Thank you for playing, y'all.
I thought the third one was going to be the charm. It wasn't.
Nope.
Have we lost every
Brian,
time?
I'm
A
gonna.
couple people won last time. We had a split vote.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys had a split vote last time, and you guys won.
We did.
Brian, I'm gonna send you paperwork because I own your car at this point.
Damn it. You know, good luck trying to drive my accent up to New Jersey. My 2002 accent. So
What's the license plate for it?
Oh, it's
No, I'm kidding.
Take it up, and it's I as in igloo, F as in Francis, O as in Oscar, R as in regret.
So y'all, thank you so much for joining us this week. Unfortunately, that brings us to the end of this week's episode.
That's it. It's over.
Womp
It's
womp.
over. You got to wait till next week now.
You do.
What are you going to do?
Listen to older ones.
Oh, there you go.
That's
Listen
what I
to
do.
last week's episode for sure.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That was great. That was
Please
great.
do. What
That was
a
great.
It was. I listened to that twice actually.
You just like to hear yourself.
I guess so.
You just like to hear yourself talk, is what you're telling me.
It was funny. It was a funny episode.
It was pretty great.
Our guests were great. We had guests from I Forgot I Own That podcast. Great couple, Bianca and Trent. They have their own video game podcast, working through their backlog. Go follow them. Talk about them. Do your thing. And listen to last week's episode where we had them on doing a fun Valentine's special.
That's right.
It was so good.
And then once you get through our backlog, you can also find us online.
That's right. Looking for more Taste of Dragons content? Check us out on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, or Twitch for more discussions, more video games, and most of all, more sandwiches. We are at Taste of Dragons everywhere.
Everywhere.
And we love to hear from you.
Thank you. So yeah. Sorry, Lewis. This is your
Yeah.
last episode. We told you you're done.
It
Done
is.
for a couple of months.
Not until you eat like 100 sandwiches to make up for all the sandwiches
I think.
Yeah.
you haven't.
I mean, if you had to eat sandwiches anywhere, New York's a pretty good place to eat.
It's a great
sandwiches.
place.
That's
yeah.
a good
It
point.
is a
Yeah,
decent place
there's
to
this
eat
really good place
good
called
sandwich.
Subway. It's like
I never heard of it. I'll go there.
Never eat a sandwich in a
If
Subway.
if you want to get really good pizza, go to Sbarro's.
Sparrows.
Yeah.
I heard Domino's is also really.
A Domino's?
Domino's.
Yeah.
Domino's.
Domino's. Of course.
World class. But yeah, so thank you for being on, Lewis. We'll see you in a couple of months. You
Definitely.
stay safe out there. So yeah, as always, my name is Brian.
My name is Troy.
Amanda.
I'm Lewis.
I'm Jennifer Hale's #1 fan.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm Joe.
And we are
The Taste of Dragons.
Have a great week, everyone.
I wanna have a challenge where I play every single Jennifer Hale game.
That's not
in the
possible.
catalog.
That's not
Like
possible.
years. That's the challenge.
No.
Taste of Dragons Gaming Podcast, a podcast for everyone's taste.